All right. All right, guys. You all know if y'all with me here, we're on this streak. 7 videos, 7 new product releases in 4 days right here. Trying to keep on that streak. That's why I got to keep my coffee going here. And we got another new product release today, being the SteelSeries Prime Mini. Now, first what I want to do is show you the side of the box right here, just so you can catch a couple different specs and see what we're looking at. And you can see a few differences, which we're going to talk about here. 100% virgin PTFE feet. Obviously, one's wireless, one is wired right there. And then, of course, the weight difference and everything. Whenever we flip them over, let's go on and pop them open here. We'll start with the wireless one. Bam. And there is our mouse. So again, it's, well, a Prime Mini. There's our PTFE feet, DPI button, our buttons up there. Getting up into the box, slides open, paperwork, whatever. Cable, same cable as you saw before with your Prime mice. Underneath this flap over here, if I can get it open, there we go. You have your dongle, again, USB-C, and then you have your little router if you want to route the cable on top of your desk. All right, let's get that one out of the way. Coming over to the wired version right here. Now, stick with me here. This is what threw me off. We saw the PTFE feet on the side of the box and everything. Flip this guy over, and we have white feet. It doesn't say 100% PTFE or anything. The old regular Prime, old one, right, had black feet. Even on my marketing material from SteelSeries, it shows with black feet. So I'm not too sure what's going on right here. Inside our box, again, we get our cable, same as we saw with the previous Prime. All right, so I'm sure the first thing you're curious about is the dimensions, and there are the dimensions for you. Yeah, it's a smaller SteelSeries Prime mouse, right? It is the Mini. If you're curious comparison to the old Prime, here it is. I keep calling it the old one. It's still pretty stinking new. The regular sized Prime, these are the dimensions right here. And in your hand, if you saw my main review of the Prime, I love it. It fills out the hand. It's not quite plump, but again, it is that nice, cozy ergo mouse. I've been really enjoying this mouse. The shape is like, it's nice. Coming over to the Mini, as you see, it's right there in my fingertips, right? I can get that relaxed claw where it's resting down here on my fingers, and then it rolls around like that. It's not in the back of my palm at all. Now I can pull it up there. If I get it up into my palm, this is what it is. Look how far my fingers are hanging off up there. So if you have small to medium hands, I think this shape will be really nice for you. Me personally, you all know I like bigger, slightly heavier mice, and this one suits me really nice here. And I'm usually not a fan of smaller mice, mini mice, whatever, you know what I mean? But this one really took me by surprise. Again, with that really cool, universal, unique shape from SteelSeries with the Prime mice, your thumb just slides into that groove right there. I'm not sure how well the camera can pick it up, but you have a really nice groove right there. And your thumb slides in there and it just holds into that spot. So again, the mouse becomes part of your hand. It's not like this tiny mouse that's up in your fingertips and everything. It sits in there really nice. And being a small mouse, a mini version right here, I actually had a good time with it. Now, since we're on the topic of shape right now, before we dive into any of the boring specs or anything, I don't have many comparisons here. Again, pretty much to the regular Prime, but then the Zowie EC3, the new one they came out with, the smaller version, right? When I put my hand on this, and I've been using this mouse a lot in the background, just testing it to really kind of wrap my head around before I review it, right? That's the vibe I got with the SteelSeries Prime Mini. The EC3C, whatever the heck it's called, right? It is more plump. It definitely is more plump. When you look at it right here, you can see it kind of wafting out to the side, and it kind of rolls out a bit more up here. Taking a look at the Prime, a little more flat on the side, right? But you still do flare off on the back end. So yeah, the Zowie one's gonna fill out your hand and just roll with your hand a lot more than say the Prime. It kind of swoops right there, and that's where you're getting that straight bit from. But I still got the same vibe as far as playing. Being a smaller mouse, me not being a smaller mouse, fan again, I could game with the Zowie one right here. If there's any small mice I can use, it's Zowie. They do the shape right, you know what I mean? But again, I got that same vibe with this Mini here. It just locked in and became part of my hand. So again, that's kind of the only real true comparison I can get here as far as shape. If you like that Zowie part of your hand shape feel, that's what you're gonna get with the Mini Prime. All right, so now diving a little bit deeper into specs, let's go and get the weight of these mice, starting with the wired one, and of course we're gonna keep the wire attached, but it is detachable USB-C, but again, it's wired, so you need your wire in there, right? Getting it on a scale, we're getting her 67.5 grams. Getting that guy off, coming over to the wireless version here. we're getting 75.2. Now we are seeing a difference, and it's really not a massive noticeable difference. Now when I detach the cable and feel it, it's still so minor. Again, being a smaller mouse where it's part of my hand, this is gonna depend on your hands. You got really tiny hands, you'll feel that weight more. But as you always hear me say, it's shape. Smaller mouse, bigger hand, it's gonna be part of your hand. You're not gonna really notice that weight. So it's minor, but yeah, you can feel it. An absolute pinch, and I'm digging. Now when you put on the cable here with the wired one, it almost goes away and feels a little front heavy because the cable that comes with these Prime mice is not the best. It's a little bit stiff, as you can see right here. I mean, it definitely holds its position. You can see it moving the mouse and everything. So with the cable, it's just kind of, I mean, you can see it. It's moving with it. Not a fan of it. I'm always a wireless fan, no matter what mice I use these days. I love wireless, and it just feels great in the wireless format here. And the Wireless Prime does use the dongle, which is, again, USB-C, but you have the adapter in the box and the cable where you can route it. What I like doing is using these little adapters. This doesn't come with it, but you can find them on Amazon for like $5 for a pack of 2. Little USB-C to A adapter, bam, you can plug it into wherever you want, your I/O and hub or anything like that. And I didn't have any hiccups plugging it up like that. And that's how I used it, whether again, being an I/O on my PC, on a hub on my desk or anything, no lag, no hiccups, no nothing. I really liked it. It's just simple. You reduce any of the clutter on your desk. Now, as far as underneath the mouse, again, as far as these feet, I'm a little confused. They're staying 100% PTFE on the wireless, and on the wired one, I guess just white feet. I'm not too sure, right? You have your DPI button right down here on the bottom of both of them. On the wireless one, you have your power button, and you get up to 100 hours on the wireless one. TrueMove Air sensor on the wireless, TrueMove Pro on the wired one. Now, my time testing was with the wireless one, and I can tell you what, it's absolutely spot on. I've also used the heck out of the Prime, the regular sized one, right? Absolutely spot on. I really didn't test the wired one at all. I plugged it in, dabbled with the software and stuff, but I didn't game with it. Again, I'm a wireless fan, and that's what I used right here. And I can tell you, absolutely spot on, great performance. As far as the buttons and the clicks, the exact same. They're magnetic, spring, tension, whatever switches. And let me tell you what, they are stinking crispy. Take a listen to these things. And they are seriously crispy, guys. I didn't know how well the camera could pick it up, but just feeling them compared to, again, that's the Zowie sound, right? And you can clearly, they're definitely a little firmer. I mean, they're not straining your fingers by any means, but you tell them being a bit firmer there. Now, as far as the regular one, I've used this quite a bit since it came out. And you can see they're still sounding and feeling the exact same as these guys that are fairly new right here. All right, so wrapping up the SteelSeries Prime Mini mice right here, they're coming in at the exact same price as the original SteelSeries Prime mice. The wired one is coming in at $60. The wireless is coming in at $130. Kind of weird. I'd figure them being smaller, like can't we shave off 10 or 15 bucks? I don't know how manufacturing works. That's just my thought process as a consumer. Like, yo, come on, it's smaller. Where's my savings, you know? It's like when I go to the fast food joint, you know, I say, hey, I don't want cheese. Like, can't you credit me back 25 cents or 50 cents? Nah, I don't get no credit, you know? I don't know. That's just my consumer mind. Anyways, off track right there, right? SteelSeries Prime Mini mice. What do I think about them? I was shocked. I was really shocked because you all know, again, like I stated in the video, or heck, all of my videos, I do not like smaller mice. Clear as day. But this one fit so nice. It really did. This is the first small mouse that I could actually see myself using. But again, of course, I'm going to route back to my bigger Prime. That's just where I feel like I'm at home. But I do like it. So if you like smaller mice, you want something that's part of your hand, I think you're going to have that right there. But again, you still have the option for the big one. The Prime Max are awesome. I really enjoy them. The shape is unique and very awesome in the hand. But all in all, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video right here. Many more to come. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, and I hope I'll catch you in the next one. Bye now.